welcome back to my channel. I'm the City Witch. So I've decided I'm going to start doing some free monthly readings for you guys, and if you do enjoy this and you give me the thumbs up and the likes and all the positive comments, I will continue to do this going forward. But this is just to see if you guys are interested and you enjoy the way that I read my cards. So what I've decided to do is I want to work with your guides, guardians, spirits, ancestors, angels and totems, and I'm going to be focusing on those energies and forces when I shuffle my cards. Now I have a variety of oracle and tarot decks I will be working with over the course of the next 12 months in order to do these readings. The first one that wanted to work with us this month is the Goddess Oracle. So I've chosen to focus on that. And I've selected 3 cards after a good shuffle. So reading from left to right, so we've got card 1 here, card 2 and card 3. So all you'll need to do is pause the video and take a moment to concentrate on each of the cards and then choose the one that you most feel drawn to. And that is the card that is going to offer you the spiritual guidance from the goddess for this month. Now, I'm only working with the goddesses this month, so this is going to be higher guidance for you guys from the goddesses, but I will also be working with various other forces as the year goes on. So, as I say, if you do like this video, please give me a thumbs up. So, if you'd like to take a moment to just concentrate on the cards for me, and pause the video at this point, and then we'll jump into reading the cards. So, card number 1. So we have Shakti. So Shakti is a Hindu goddess of transformation. She's a wonderful goddess to work with. Now, what I'm getting from this goddess at the moment is she's talking about some wonderful changes coming your way during this month. She's talking about a time of great transformation. It is going to be a time of hard work though and determination, so you're not going to get this transformation just coming to you free. You're going to have to work at it, and that determination is going to pay off for you. So even though it's hard work, there is some good news there as well. What I'm also seeing is your longings, your desires, your focus, everything that you're working towards for a better life has been heard by the higher forces, and this goddess has been sent to you in order to aid you with that. So I'd recommend doing some research on Shakti and finding ways to make offerings to her or include her in your life for this month, even if it's just printing a picture off Pinterest, because Pinterest is wonderful for that, guys. At least you can incorporate her in your life. You can meditate on an image of her. You can tune into her energies, and you can ask for her continuous guidance throughout this month in order to concentrate on this hard work that she's talking about, so that your longings, desires and your dreams will start to manifest during the month of January. This card is often a sign of new people entering your life, and obviously I'm fully aware at the moment that we are still in a pandemic, so I think this will be more digitally or abstract rather than physical people entering your life, so keep an eye out for that. But these people that enter your life, they often turn your life upside down. Now, this is a time where you shouldn't be panicking or worrying about that, because this is a sort of challenge to you in that month. How are you going to cope with this person, this energy that's entered your life? How are you going to allow it to manifest, and how are you going to control the flow of that manifestation? Now, even though it might turn your world upside down, it's giving you an opportunity to rise to that challenge and actually transform yourself. So don't take it as a negative. There is lots of positive coming to you in this month. I can see all of that through Shakti's message here. And the last thing that I'm getting here, you guys, is I'm getting a sign of birth. I'm getting a strong image of a very fertile woman in my mind. Now, this isn't to say, guys, that you're going to have a physical birth and you're going to become pregnant, for you ladies out there watching. Sometimes this is an image of a new beginning or a fresh start or an exciting opportunity that's coming your way. So there is going to be something fresh and new entering your life. So not just a person that's going to transform your life and turn it upside down, but a specific event that's going to do that as well. So keep an eye out for those 2 things, guys. And that is your message from Shakti. Now I'm going to be turning over card 2. Okay, so we've got Freya. Freya is the Norse warrior goddess of love. She is often seen on the battlefield guiding fallen warriors to Valhalla, and she's often a goddess that works alongside the Valkyries as well. So she's quite a prominent goddess. She's a really good goddess to work with if you're into witchcraft, guys. I work with her for love magic quite a lot, and because she's a warrior goddess, she fights for what you want in love. So it's quite a strong, dominant energy. So rather than working with Aphrodite, which is obviously a popular choice for love magic, I find Aphrodite a lot more subtle, a lot more gentle, whereas Freya is a lot more demanding and commanding, and she helps you realise your goals and focus that potential into manifesting what you want. But she is a strong force to work with. So for those of you out there that are into magic, certainly give Freya a go when it comes to love magic, I would say. Now, during the month of January, what I'm seeing from Freya is Freya offers you peace and calmness. She is offering you that peace and calmness because you're going through some kind of battle. Now, this could be an internal battle or it could be an external battle, but January is beginning to be a difficult month for you guys. So if you've chosen card 2, I'm sorry to say that there are some things going on in your life right now which are challenging you. They're causing you to worry. There is a lot of anxiety I'm feeling here, but this warrior goddess is saying don't panic. She's offering you peace, calmness and clarity. So this card is also about acceptance. The message is radical acceptance written on the card. So this acceptance is about knowing there is nothing that you need to resist right now. Now, what I mean by that, guys, is don't try and control the flow of what's happening right now. This battle that you're going through, you just need to ride it out. So allow the situation to unfold naturally and you will feel much better for it. This is something you cannot control. So if you try to control it, you're only going to upset yourself further. So just let it be and ride it out until the very end. And try not to let your anxieties, fear and worries get the better of you, because this goddess is a strong goddess. She's a warrior goddess. She's going to be right by your side, offering you that support that you so desperately need. What I'm also getting from this card as well is that you're being offered a time of clarity. So often when we go through these internal or external battles, they are learning curves, and these challenges of life, they're meant to shape us from a rock into a beautiful diamond. And each time they chip away a piece of that negative within, we start to shine through as that beautiful clear diamond. So she is offering you clarity, and she's saying that this challenge you're going through in January, you need to learn from it. There is a lesson here to be learned. So please bear that in mind. This card also, I'm getting from it, is a little bit of sensitivity. So I'm going to ask you guys straight, have you been feeling a little sensitive lately, a little bit jumpy? Have you been maybe unconsciously judgmental towards others, or even just very overly emotional for no apparent reason, breaking down to tears or jumping to conclusions when someone says something to you, or, you know, maybe jumping down someone's throat? I'm seeing all those sorts of energies here as well. So because you're going through a struggle this month, this card is indicating that you're also being a little bit on the twitchy, sensitive side. So you need to calm your roll. You need to take a moment to chill, and this card is kind of saying to you, you're being reminded to take things at face value and look for the clarity in this situation, and try not to judge others, try not to hurt others because you're going through a time of hurt. There are going to be people that want to reach out and help you, and sometimes the guidance being given is tough love, guys. And remember, Freya is about radical acceptance, and sometimes what you have to accept is criticism. So I feel like you're going to get some criticism coming to you this month, some strong words from some people around you, some loved ones, and perhaps you're not going to take that very well. Remember to take a moment and breathe and accept what's being offered, and maybe take a moment to absorb that and really think about what's being said before you comment, especially before you jump down someone's throat. Don't shoot the messenger. Some of these messages coming through, I feel like they're coming from a very strong place of love, but I'm feeling like you're not going to accept these forces, these energies, this assistance coming to you. I feel like you're going to be very resistant to it, very negative towards it. So this card is kind of reminding you as well, there is a time for battle and there is a time for peace, and you need to recognize that within the month of January and find that balance. So there's a lot going on for you guys in group 2. So I'm really sorry it's not a more positive message. However, there is some silver lining to this message as well. You're being offered peace and you're being offered clarity, calmness, and you're also being challenged this month in order for you to be shaped from that rough rock into a beautiful diamond. So just remember, not everything that happens in life is a negative. Sometimes there is a purpose behind it, and if you can look for that silver lining always, guys, you'll feel much better for it. So moving on to group 3. So group 3, we've got Iris. She's the Greek goddess of communication. So this card has a strong message coming through at the moment. What I'm getting for you guys in group 3 is to speak your truth. Now, by allowing your voice to offer stories, share wisdom, offer guidance and hope to others, you're being a guiding light for those around you. So group 3, there are people around you in your life right now that are really struggling, and we're all going through a sort of struggle right now because of what's going on with the pandemic, unfortunately. So this card is strongly indicating to me that you're in a good place, you're in a positive position, and the pandemic isn't affecting you too greatly at this moment in time. And because you're a strong, independent group, this card is strongly saying to me there are people around you that aren't as strong as you, and they're going to need your guidance, your support, your words of wisdom. So you're going to be a guiding light and a support system for another person. Now, there is a little bit of a balance going on here as well, because as we all know, you can offer guidance and support to somebody, but then they can latch on like a psychic vampire and drain you of all of your energy. So I'm seeing here that you need to choose carefully who you want to assist. Think about those relationships that you have in your life right now, and do any of them kind of put on you a little bit? Do any of them lean on you too much? And do you feel drained after you've been around that person? If so, perhaps that isn't the person to give too much help and guidance to. So remember to think about that balance. Think about how much guidance and support you want to give that person. I'm not saying don't help them by any means, because we're all loving individuals, and I feel like this card's telling you help everybody you possibly can, but don't allow your own energy and your own power to be taken from you in the process. So just bear that in mind a little bit with this card, because I'm seeing that very strongly for group 3, because you're all very honest, loving people. So just be very careful of who you choose to help in the month of January. I'm also seeing here, this is about honesty and truth. So honesty and truth is going to rule the month of January for you guys. I feel like this means that some truths long hidden from you are going to be revealed. So perhaps some secrets and some hidden information that's been kept from you is going to be brought to the light finally in January. So I also want to say that remember to consider these truths being told to you and the position of the other person involved that is actually revealing this information to you. And the reason I want to say that is because I'm seeing very clearly here, some of you are going to react very, very badly to this news that comes through, and you may want to shoot the messenger. But I just want to say, guys, it's not the messenger's fault, and often they keep secrets or they keep something from you out of a place of love. They don't do it to harm. Obviously there are those who do it to harm, but I'm not seeing that in this month. I'm seeing in particular that the reason this information was kept from you was a place of love, was a place of guidance, and they were trying to do what they felt was right. So please keep that in mind when you're being told this truth, this moment of clarity that's coming through, and this information that's coming to you in the month of January, that the person who's telling you, they didn't keep it from you because they were trying to hurt you. They did it because they love you. I'm also seeing here, perhaps this truth is something that you've waited for, like long waited for. I'm feeling like there's almost a sigh of relief, like you've always known that this information existed, but this is like the moment of, aha, I knew I was right. So try not to lord that over people as well. So I'm seeing an awful lot of balance across the board here for all 3 groups, but this one is more about an internal balance, being careful what you say and do with the information you're being revealed. So just be very, very mindful of that, guys. This card is also about choosing your messages wisely and reminding you that your words can hurt and create damage. And as communication at the moment is the strong point of what we're all going through with the pandemic, I feel like being careful about how you how you communicate with others, what you say to others is going to be fundamental for you guys in group 3. So even though you're going to be somebody that's a guiding light and a support system for others, just be mindful about what you say, because you could say something quite strongly to that person and perhaps it's not taken in the right manner, and perhaps they're in a sensitive position. So please bear that in mind. I would also say as well, I'm seeing very strongly that for some of you out there, you're going to be reaching out to people that are so sensitive that they're actually in a really, really dark place. So they're going to need not just your words of wisdom, but also some really, really deep, loving connections. They're going to need to feel like they are valued, that they're needed, and that they are loved. Now, I don't want to say the word suicide, but it is coming in my head, guys. I feel like there's some people at the moment that are really, really, truly struggling, and you guys are going to be their guiding light, and it's going to be super important that you mind what you say to these people that are in a sensitive position right now, because you could tip them one way or the other. So just remember, guys, words can be wonderful, but they can also be truly damaging. So there's going to be a really difficult challenge for you guys in group 3 there, to find that balance and know what the right thing is to say. And in all honesty, guys, if you're not sure what to say, perhaps don't say anything at all. Perhaps just being a listener and being there for that person is truly enough. And then the last thing I want to say is communication during this time may be disconnected. So what we need to remember to do for group 3 is to remember to connect to those around us. Remember to reach out. If there's someone you haven't spoke to in a very, very long time, the message of Iris is asking you to reach out to those people, and they're probably going to really appreciate that communication from you and that you're there for them. Even if it's just to tell them you're there if they want to talk. Those simple statements, guys, have a massive impact, especially for those around us who are struggling. So a lot going on for you guys, a lot going on for all of you, to be honest. But this last one, Iris, it's a really difficult balance, I think, because I do feel like there are people out there that are truly struggling and in a dark place, and it's really sad. It's actually bringing tears to my eyes. So I hope that in group 3 that you manage to help these individuals and that you find the right words to say to them. And just remember, guys, you know, we're all here to offer love and light. And in particular, in group 3, I feel like that's what you're trying to do most of all, is offer that guidance where it's truly needed. And that's all I've got for you today, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this reading for January. And if you did, as always, give me that thumbs up. Click the bell button and YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. And if you do want to book a professional reading from me, you can do that either on my Facebook or Instagram pages, and they are in the description below. And if you'd like to offer your support to this channel, I do also have a Patreon. So thank you very much, guys. And as always, take care of yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll see you soon. Blessed be.